It's 2020. We haven't seen this elevator for 3 years. Well, here's a retake of this just traction elevator at Orion Springfield Central. These are traction, not MRL. Well, it's unfortunately does not work. One 1,600 kilograms, 23% is electronic. Might be an American style MRL, but in control cabinet in the motor room and the motor in the shaft. Not sure. But it's definitely not entirely MRL because it is a motor. It's a top ground floor. First time that looks like a lamp the indicator, but that's really, it's actually US out of service indicator. Back down. Wait for autofocus to kick in. Not liking it today. There you go. Got install controls on the phone, key switches. There's your another indicator still, DDA panel, and your social distancing panel. That's done. And this is in the big W quadrant. It's more separated into little quadrants where there's an outdoor area in between them. This is the big door. This is the big W quadrant. Anyway, that's it. And here's an update video on this electronic elevator in the big W quadrant. Because the voice is working again.
Going down. Lower ground. Going up. Ground floor.
Not much to say about it, really. Okay, I'd say it's very nice that they got working again. So what's your preferred voice? ECD, alternate ECD, or American Jet 2?
Lower ground.
Because you've got all three of them in this shopping mall. And that's just nice looking cat view.
Ground floor.
I prefer the ECDs, neutral, normal ECDs. Standard ground rather than ground floor. She sounds a bit off on that one. Anyway, that's it. And here's the second elevator, Big W, in Orion Springfield Central. This is the one near the food court. Looks like the cool buttons have been refurbished since they were originally installed. So this thing's opened in 2007, I think. So these elevators are definitely from 2007 as well. Or something like that. Hands do not work. Fortunately, since the chime in, the voice may be working. Or not. some entrance up here. Things are in a bit. Our service is lighting up a little bit. Go back down. And here's lower ground, which is the car. And also entranceway, if you will. I'm looking a little bit stuck. Alright, actually, you know what? As you can see, that's the motor room. Right next door. So these aren't entirely MRL. They might be American style MRLs with the motor in the cabinet. I mean the motor in the shop and the control in the motor room, but it's hard to tell. Buttons, door controls and phone. Your other panel. And here you go, here's a cab view. 1,600 kilograms, 23,000 capacity, maintain my shin lock. Fine. Key switches, just your typical electronic fare. Full directory. There it goes. And that is it. I have to get a retake of this. Another take of this because the voice is working again. I'm not entirely sure why. Because when I filmed it, it wasn't working. It's an ECD alternate voice. That video is kind of looking a little stuck. Still works, but looks in a bit of a state. All these early model electronics had a lot of character.
Going up. Level 1. Going down. Lower ground.
How interesting. I'm not entirely sure why. Because it definitely wasn't working when I first filmed it today.
Going up.
Oh, everybody got a cat view. 1,600 kilograms, 23 persons. Like you didn't already know that.
Level 1.
Stop on the ground for the announcement.
Going down. Ground. Going down. Lower ground.
And back up to go.
Going up.
Because LCD power, not much has changed. What do you think is better, the ECD voice alternate or the American Gen 2 voice? I'll leave that up to you. That's it. interface with the elevator and the Coles quadrant. It's not electronic, it's an Otis Gen 2. There's one of the new ones here, the Coles quadrant. I'm going to put in these, just put in much later than the other two. The Coles quadrant and the cinema quadrant will put in a lot later than the other two. Floor numbering is wrong, it should be ground and lower ground.
Basement. Level. Parking. Ground. Level. Going down.
Otis, your track. Was look a lot less substantial. I think this might actually be a regen era for Gen 2.
Basement. Level. Parking.
Of course, as a Gen 2, as the American Gen 2 voice, the other electronics, if they had working voices, would have ECD voices.
Ground. Level.
Capacity plates, I think that capacity is wrong, it should be 1,600 kilograms, 21 persons, but not 1,015. Button store controls and phone, just do has US95, which is probably even more boring than electronics, just as blue.
Basement. Level. Parking.
And there's the other panel. As the telephone call directory, it shouldn't be called basement, it should be called lower ground. Sharp view. I was actually kind of surprised when the first game we had found out this was a Gen 2, and not some kind of generic lanterns down here work. Let's actually try to see if we can get a chime. Typical Otis lanterns in Australia. There it goes. And that is it. Orion Springfield Central, Coles quadrant, but in the library section. Actually, I'm surprised that this is actually now a library. Last time it was offices. It's a Gen 2. All the Gen 2s here are actually MRLs and not American style with the control room cabinet like the others here. Okay, last time I got rudely interrupted by another person who wanted to barge into the lift. Alright, so here's another time. Here's the Otis Gen 2 elevator and Coles quadrant Orion Springfield Central, but in the library. Surprisingly enough, it's actually a library now. Last time it was offices. So there's your delivery section, and your return chute will also be up there. Which it is. All the Gen 2s here are actually MRLs and not American styles with the control room cabinet, the motor room like the others here, like electronics. This is ridiculous. Every time I was just about to get in, some other family is doing it because of this whole capacity thing. Anyway, here's the Otis Gen 2 MRL traction elevator at Coles quadrant Orion Springfield Central. It is actually MRL this time, and all the Gen 2s are actually MRLs, not unlike electronics here, which are American style with the cabinet control and motor room. I understand that not all MRLs in America are like that, but quite a lot of them are. And of course there's music. Hopefully it won't be loud enough to trigger content ID. I'm just surprised it's actually a library this time. Last time I was here, it was a 2 this time. Last time I was here you could because it was offices and anyone can walk in.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, let's get back down. It's been one of the weirdest refurbs since I was last here.
Very good, thank you. Bye.
So what do you think? Do you prefer the Gen 2s or do you prefer the electronics? That's a bit dodgy. So yeah. So time to go from office to library. On.
So that's the website. Oh, there it is. And see, that says my account. Excellent, press sign.
Finally out of here. Stopping the ground. Going down?
Yes.
I suppose I'll do.
Going down.
Thank you. I remember you will need a Queensland report declaration pass.
Basement.
So do you have to...
Parking. Going up.
1,275 kilograms, 70 persons. I'm not going back to level 1 because of reception.
Ground level.
See, this is the outside. Let's get a sharp view, more traditional Asia Pacific doors. Keycard reader, which looks to replace an older one. What's that? Adaptation by capacity plate probably wrong. Again, 31NF6810 is machine number.
Basement. Level.
You didn't know backwards like us, then you call it the serial number.
Going up.
And that's a really dodgy door.
Going up.
Not sure. Did I get a cab here already? I think I did. I don't think I have.
Ground level. Going down.
Okay, hi, security. There's your floor directory, and there's. Sorry, that's just opening as a little library, and there's your floor directory. Floor numbering is once again wrong. It should,
Level. Parking.
it should be lower, basement should be lower ground.
Going up.
And yes, I know about that I know we broke social distancing back there, but that's not my fault. Key switches.
Ground level.
There it goes. And that is it.
Possibly staff only elevator at Orion Springfield Central, Gen 2. It is open though, so.
Going up.
This one is. Yellow again.
Second level.
Yeah, it's only the offices. So this one is public. It's only the offices. This one isn't staff only. 1,275 kilos, 17 persons. Public. Yeah, this one isn't a staff only elevator, which wouldn't really matter much anyway. But.
Basement. Level. Parking.
So back to level 2 we go. This one has more standard Otis doors. Tap view. Well, I'd like to see what the ground floor.
Going down.
Being it might be a street level entrance. Yeah, it's another generic and lame Otis Gen 2. I'm sorry if you use the term GL incorrectly, but
Level. Going down.
yeah, it's public. It beeps every time you put your hand through the sensor. It's a newer Otis.
Basement. Level.
This is another one that incorrects labels lower ground as basement. And that's it.
This will be another addition to the target quadrant, or more I should call it. 1,600 kilograms, 21 person, 31 NF 6807.
Basement. Level. Parking.
That only takes ages. It's a serial number.
Going up.
Thank you. Are you?
So what down to get out. Send this on level 1. We're going to have to wait for it to go all the way up before it has to come down because I pushed level 1. Coolpix looks a bit different on ground than on any other level. I suspect it got replaced. Directory. Some Otis travelators to go for Gen 2. See a weird plastic light. Of course, all the elevators here are maintained by Schindler. And here it finally is.
Going up. First level.
See this? There's a walk to another place. Go back down. Probably the smallest thing I've ever seen.
Basement. Level. Parking.
Probably the smallest I've ever seen 2-speed center opening doors on. Buttons, door controls and phone. There's only the one panel. Let's get it out here.
First.
Actually, no, let's do this. It's more of the level. Unlike the other Gen 2s here. Hi. I don't understand that center opening 2-speed doors are popular when they need to save space, but for me this is my personal lowest
Basement.
capacity.
Level. Parking.
There's your keycard reader, I think.
Going
Short view. Oh, it says it's got the limper. Yeah. This some reason photo directory doesn't indicate the symbol, which is very odd. There we go. And that is it. Can't need a motor right there. This will be the elevator at I think this is this might handle the Woolworths quadrant, which it does. At Orion Springfield Central, 1,600 kilograms, 23 persons. Of course, it's electronic, probably a motor version. Which it is. That's the motor room right down there. Now let's send it up to see if we can actually hear any of the sounds from it. There it goes. Huh. Nothing much happening in there at all. Must just be the cabinet. There's the Gen 2 right down there. Want to go first?
You down here?
Yeah, do you want to go first? We don't have much time here, do we? Stopping it round. I'll come back to this one later. Alright, let's try again. This will be electronic elevator outside Coolpix at Orion Springfield Central. That's on the wall, more quadrant that is. Here's the only one that's properly outside, not internal. Alright. Again and again. There's your floor directory. Have you before we go anywhere? Aye. Not much to see up there, but whatever. GDA panel. Main panel. Runs all controls on phone. Intermission. Oh yeah. Oh what? Alright, let's just go back down into the video. Back to ground. Key switches. I don't actually mind these electronics much. I mean, they're kind of built a bit well. I mean, the logic's pretty bad, but still. There it goes. That's it. The second elevator in the Orion quadrant in the Orion Springfield Central. The electronic, again, it's not like the only one to not have this on the doors. I didn't film this one last time I was here. I'm not quite sure if that third one even exists. Still wet. No, that was done. I might be wrong. There might only be 2 elevators in this quadrant. Rooftop car park. Interesting. I don't think anything. I had it. Just some regulations about social distancing stuff. So it's like see this climb out. Yeah, there's no third elevator here, it's just this one. Just this and the electronic, that's it. I think. So yeah, I think that's wrong. That one's been replaced. Probably at the same time as the Gen 2's done, but it's lower down, pull button. And then closes on right, replacing the doors. This is taking forever to film. Electronic SJC travelators. fun. It's always stressful to match your core button. And it finally is here. View. Celebrated before 1,600, congrats 23 persons. Fine. I think that is our big motor. And there's your DDA panel, of course. Every single time. There's toilets. Walk around here. That's my box. It's there. Nope, just an exit. Yep, just two. Let's go back. It's a virtual cockpit, which I wasn't expecting. And there's your atrium. Let's just try it. And I just missed it. Or not. Oh, I mean, this lift isn't going to be very helpful to that. And stop right, finally. Here he goes. And that is it.